In another case we've seen far too often, a Missouri high school math teacher is put behind bars on allegations she had sex with her 16-year-old student.
And for the ones talking about some stop pausing the video, stop pausing to get your goofy ass off my goddamn channel right the now. Yes. Get your goofy ass on. This my shit. Y'all came to watch me commentate, goddamn it, and that's what the hell I'm doing. If I want to stop this motherfucker, get up, go make me a motherfucking sandwich, take a shit and come back, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do on my goddamn channel. I can't stand you motherfuckers. Stop pausing the video. Stop pausing. This shit ain't exclusive to my channel. I appreciate those who come over here and fornicate with me though.
Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
I was down on my looking to hit me a lick, ready to get into some. Since I was a jit, I had big dreams of getting rich. Now we leveling up in this. Take a look at my kicks. You know we stepping on toughest nigga. First one to get hit, don't make me send a blitz. My head is itching for it. Hollow to spit like a list, but wait.
Whoa, now what's the motherfucking deal? Welcome back to Sheldon's bootleg ass studio where we come to kick it, vibe out, and shoot the shit with Sheldon, man. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for pulling up. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go and get into this video of today. Now, title of today's video reads, Math Teacher Facing Charges After She Was Accused of R-wording Teen at School While Other Students Acted as Lookouts. Now, when we say R-worded, do we mean like statutorily it was not consent because the teen isn't legal to give consent? But did he really or she really give consent? Or did she really take it from this person? You see what I'm saying? Because I'm just saying, like, should we be calling this something else? Because that's a strong word, you feel me? I know they're gonna use that. That's the word for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just posing the question because, you know what I'm saying, these kids, these students, these teens sometimes put themselves in that position and be wanting to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that they should be. I'm just saying it's a difference when somebody is taken against their will than somebody being put there themselves. It's a lot of y'all gonna be in my comment section coming in, but anyway, just asking a question. But anyway, I digress. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go and get up to this video right now.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Schools are supposed to be safe places where children are not meeting predators. And unfortunately, I think that is one of the first places they meet predators.
In another case we've seen far too often, a Missouri high school math teacher is put behind bars on allegations she had sex with her 16-year-old student. Texas authorities arrested 26-year-old Haley Clifton Carmack on January 5th.
Now look at her. She could easily find somebody. She can find somebody to give that cake up to. Look at her. It's a lot of suckers out here that's of age that would really, that she could easily get. You see what I'm saying? I think it's the thrill of knowing they not supposed to be doing something is why they be doing this. Because at this point, after all these students done came out snitching, and not even that, you just getting found out because of however you getting found out. All these teachers coming out the woodworks. Why keep doing it at this point? You know what I'm saying?
Statutory rape, endangering the welfare of a child, sexual contact with a student, and fourth-degree child molestation. According to police, she was suspected of fleeing the state of Missouri after the allegations and was picked up in Garden Ridge, Texas, about 30 minutes north of San Antonio and nearly 12 hours away from where she lived in Lakewood, Missouri. Police in Missouri say they were alerted to Haley's alleged behavior in early December after a student witness
How'd she get caught speeding or some shit? Like, damn, be lay low.
Came forward and reported the relationship to their school's resource officer.
Where
How
is
long?
the rest of
Alleged behavior in early December and was picked up in Garden Ridge, Texas, about 30 minutes north of San Antonio and nearly 12 hours away from where she lived in Lakeway, Missouri. Police in Missouri say they were alerted to Haley's alleged behavior in early December after a student witness came forward and reported the relationship to their school's resource officer.
It was a hating ass dude, I bet. Had to be, I bet it was a dude who was jealous he wasn't getting none. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did the right thing. He or she who reported it, because we don't know if it was a male or female. I'm just guessing it was a male who was jealous that he wasn't getting it, you know. Or maybe it was a female who liked the boy and was upset when they found out. You know what I'm saying? And was like, oh, okay, well, I know how to end this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Where is the rest of the community? Where is the principal?
Why she look
Where
like
are
she's
the other
smiling?
teachers? You know, this particular incident, it sounds like other students were the
She
quote-unquote
happy to be on camera. Why you smiling, B? You messing with them little boys too?
Schools
I can't take you serious.
Where is the rest of the community? Where is the principal? Where are the other teachers? You know, this particular incident, it sounds like other students were the quote unquote lookout for this, and I'm going to use the term couple loosely. You know, this is something
You
I
ain't
see
even have
very
to say
often
couple.
in my practice, and I think that it makes people wonder about the bigger community.
You could have just said, was a lookout for the two. You wanted to be funny. It wasn't funny. And it's weird because we talking about adult and a child. I think you messing with them little boys. I can't take you serious. You doing it too. You grinning. You got a little sly grin on your face.
And so I think we've all heard the term that it takes a village to
She's
raise a
smiling
child.
with her eyes.
That doesn't stop just because a child goes to school.
I spoke with civil litigation attorney Hillary Nappy, who leads her firm's victims' rights practice and has litigated hundreds of cases on behalf of survivors of sexual abuse.
What's her last name? Nappy? Hold on, I tried to ignore it, man. And for the ones talking about some, stop pausing the video, stop pausing to get your goofy ass off my goddamn channel right the fuck now. Yes. Get your goofy ass on. This my shit. Y'all came to watch me commentate, goddamn it, and that's what the hell I'm doing. If I want to stop this motherfucker, get up, go make me a motherfucking sandwich, take a shit and come back, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do on my goddamn channel. I can't stand you motherfuckers. Stop pausing the video. Stop pausing. This shit ain't exclusive to my channel. I appreciate those who come over here and fornicate with me though. Cause it's a bunch of y'all that I fornicate with. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fornicate with me. I ain't talking to y'all. Y'all already know that. You know what I'm talking about? But for the goofballs who act like they can't get off my channel and Google search this motherfucker, telling me to stop doing shit on my shit that I did. This how I built my damn platform. The fuck is you talking about? Get your goofy ass home. Anyway, yeah. But Nappy, yeah. Listen. What the fuck?
Village to raise a child. That doesn't stop just
I tried
because a
to
child
ignore
goes
it.
to school.
I spoke with civil litigation attorney Hillary Nappy, who leads her firm's victims' rights practice and has litigated hundreds of cases on behalf of survivors of sexual abuse. She tells me the female teacher-to-student relationship cases are happening far too often, and it's time for schools across the nation to wake up to the abuse that could be happening right under
It's
their
more
nose.
female teachers than male teachers doing this shit.
I think that there is a stigma that gets placed on young men when they were sexually abused by men. And I don't think when a female is the abuser, that same stigma often applies for young boys. And I think that it is a cultural thing that, you know, we as a society,
Because they're not being abused, they wanting it.
educating our parents and educating our children that, you know, this is not a
These little boys be
quote-unquote
wanting it.
fantasy
Like,
that,
let's be
that a boy
frank.
is living out just because he is having a sexual relationship with an older woman. You know, schools are supposed to be safe places where children
Some of
are
these
not
little fast ass girls do too. For real, let's be frank. Shit.
meeting predators. And
Not all.
unfortunately, I think that is one of the first places they meet predators. And we hear this too often across the country. So, you know, this one school in Missouri, certainly not an outlier.
And court documents reveal more disturbing details. According to officials, the relationship occurred from November 1st of 2023 to around December 23rd.
She got a little black baby. Oh, she like.
Investigators say that
Is that her baby? I just realized that's a black baby. Is that her child? She taking it. Let me find out it was a little black. Let me find out it was a little black boy. Let me
student
stop.
witness learned of the relationship between Haley and the 16-year-old boy after they were shown photographs of scratches on the teen's back that he allegedly received while having sex with her in the witness's driveway. The student also told police they overheard a
He wasn't doing shit. You ain't gotta scratch up a motherfucker back to let him know you putting in some work, man. Don't be scratching up my damn back. Hell no, that shit. That's some childish ass shit. She acting like she his age for real. The fuck? That's some shit. Man,
Phone conversation between Haley and the victim, where the victim told Haley it was his birthday and she replied, quote, "I'm out of state, but I can send you money, baby." The student witness told police Haley was too friendly with her students and at times dressed inappropriately, such as wearing tight or low-cut shirts to show off, quote, her headlights and tight leggings to, quote, show off her camel toe. The 16-year-old victim allegedly told the student witness
know them little boys
the
going crazy. At that age, you know them hormones is raging. Shit, the fuck? Man, you couldn't do that around me when I was that age, you know what I'm saying? I would have been looking too. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's how I know these little boys be wanting it. Cause shit, I would have wanted it too. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's right. No, it's not right. And they shouldn't be doing it at all. I didn't do it. I knew better. I knew right from wrong. This is a fantasy. You feel me? Let's just be frank. It shouldn't happen. But unfortunately, when you have hormones at that age as a young boy, you fantasize about that. She, on the other hand, as a adult, shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, engaging in this type of activities with these kids. You know what I'm saying? Or encouraging it, enabling it. You know what I'm saying? Enticing them with these clothes because she already knows what's going down. You feel me? So she, yeah.
True. And that Haley wanted a divorce due to her husband only wanting to, quote, do butt stuff. Police also learned Haley had openly discussed her personal life with her class, including details that she had gotten in trouble.
So that's why you want a divorce. This is the sole reason why you want a divorce, because he just wanted to do butt stuff. Damn, Brody. This how you want to do?
Too close with students, which was later verified by the district superintendent. Investigators say on December 8th, they made contact with Haley to seize her phone through a search warrant. And she handed over the device with no issues, but police noted she did not have the normal behavior of someone facing the same accusations. Police say Haley denied having any kind of relationship with any student outside of school, denied having contact with the victim outside of school, and denied all allegations. However, according to investigators, Haley's text messages beg to differ. And the messages recovered from her phone show a conversation between Haley and the victim discussing their relationship. On December 23rd, the sheriff's department received an anonymous tip that Haley was about to bolt and leave town to go to Texas, but before she left, planned to meet with a 16-year-old boy. After Haley's arrest in Texas, the school district where she worked...
Get something for the road. Say what? One more time for the road. Oh, no.
Statement reading in part, quote, "We are aware of criminal charges filed against an employee for alleged misconduct. We understand that charges are not the same as conviction, and the employee is to be considered innocent until proven guilty. We must stress that alleged misconduct is inexcusable and does not meet the professional standards of district employees. An investigation is ongoing. The employee has not been in the district since December 8th, and we do not anticipate her return," end quote. But in another twist and turn in the case,
your parent is supposed to be the person who is your front line in defense of protecting you, not feeding you up to a predator.
Investigators say they spoke with another witness who alerted them the teen's father was completely aware of the sexual relationship and that Haley had been over to their home before she fled from Missouri to go to Texas. On January 4th, police arrested the...
Police wanted something. Pops wanted something. Oh, man, damn. Why y'all get the pops, man? Why y'all get the pops?
Teen's father on a charge of endangering the welfare of a child. According to court documents, the father revealed to the second witness more shocking information, that Haley and the teen used students as lookouts while they were having sex during school. This unnamed witness also told police they saw...
Maybe not. That's what the son probably told the daddy, to put a little juice on it, since he knew that, his daddy knew he was poking the teacher. So now he got to put a little juice on it. Yeah, Dad, sometimes I be hitting her during the lunchtime and I have some buddies look out for me, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. Maybe not though. Maybe not.
The father on the phone with Haley as Haley asked what was told to detectives. When the witness told the father they plan to go forward to police, he responded by saying they're going to do it behind my back, so I may as well let it happen. And also said he would lie for his son if he had to. For Nappy, she believes the charge against the teen's father was appropriate.
From a criminal perspective, endangering the welfare of a child is a crime. And it would be no different if, someone was beating his child and he allowed that to happen.
In the past few months, Law and Crime has reported on several cases involving female teachers having
At
sexual
16,
relationships.
that's a whole lot different, man. Because at 16, you have the will. You have right from wrong. You know right from wrong. You know if you're supposed to be doing something and if you're not. If somebody forces you to do something and you know that it's wrong, okay, and they made you do it against your will, you're old enough to convey this to somebody. You can go open your mouth and tell your mom, your dad, your uncle, your aunt, your grandma, your grandpa, whoever, the police, shit, the teacher, somebody, well, not this teacher, but you know what I mean, somebody. At 16, you have this ability to do these things. You see what I'm saying? So if you place yourself in a situation, is that the same as somebody beating on you? No. Let's not make that stretch. That's a big stretch, and we shouldn't be doing it. We should be holding these kids accountable as well, because these kids are picking up guns and killing people. So do we then charge them for murder because they killed somebody at the age of 16? They can't consent to sex. We need to be holding these kids accountable. So if they out here doing fuck shit, then they need to be dealt with accordingly. That's the only way they gonna learn at that age. Otherwise, they're gonna keep doing shit like this and getting away with it. I'm just saying, so if the teacher is in trouble, what's happening with the team?
With their underage
Nothing.
students. In Louisiana, Tatum Hatch allegedly sent a 15-year-old boy nude photos of herself.
Child, and he allowed that to happen.
In the past few months, Law and Crime has reported on several cases involving female teachers having sexual relationships with their underage students. In Louisiana, Tatum Hatch allegedly sent a 15-year-old boy nude photos of herself and touched him inappropriately in her car with her young child present, even telling the 15-year-old she was worried she wouldn't be the one to take his virginity. Then in Texas, Adriana Ruyan, a middle school teacher in Laredo, was accused of having sex with her 13-year-old student and texted the young boy she might be pregnant with his child.
Whoa.
In Idaho, Jessica Lawson, a high school teacher, was charged with having sex with her teenage student.
So that you gonna do it? You just gonna go all the way risky raw? Damn! Oh, you didn't think he was? You didn't think that sperm was there yet? You didn't think he had hit puberty? What the hell, man? What the hell? You already doing wrong, and so now you gonna get trapped in the wrong. You could have at least possibly got away with it, which is good you didn't. I'm just saying, if you the person doing wrong, you probably want to get away with doing wrong. You probably do. But it's good you stupid enough to get caught. God damn it, I'm just saying.
To a person finding a teenager driving Lawson's car with Lawson in the back seat because she was too drunk to drive. All denied the accusations and allegations made against them. But are we seeing a rise of these cases, or have they always been around, but now more people are reporting them?
I think it's the latter. I think that when you look at
Yeah, I
child
think it's
sexual
always been
abuse
around.
and the statistics, those numbers were always there historically, right? And male on male, male on female. I think that we are a different society, and we should be commended for how much we are now talking about this issue. One of the reasons that so many people have trouble with coming forward and disclosing their sexual abuse is the fear of, how they'll be perceived and the stigma that goes with that abuse. And so
Why she got a straighter face now than it was at the beginning? You see what I'm saying? Her whole demeanor isn't all smiley and smirky, and now she has a sense of seriousness. You know what I'm saying?
Conversation happening now, and Me Too was really the catalyst, in my opinion, to start this as a society. You're going to see more and more of this, and more people are going to come forward. I also think it's kind of like that masculinity view that a lot of young men don't necessarily recognize that their sexual interactions with an older woman are wrong. It gets portrayed in porn and in movies as being glamorous and cool and the thing to do, and those young men have developing brains just the same as a young girl, and so we would look at it very differently, right, if we saw a adult male teacher engaging in a sexual relationship with a student. And I think that we need to look at that the same way if it's a female teacher and a male student.
She adds many safeguards that were supposed to protect students seemingly were unsuccessful, putting multiple students at risk.
Where was the monitoring, the oversight, and the training for the other teachers about what was happening? As a attorney who handles these cases on a civil context, we always look for what I like to call red flags, right? What were the obvious signs that something was going wrong here? So look, you have a group of students being a lookout, right? Where were those students supposed to be? Were they supposed to be in another classroom? How did they get to where they were to be monitoring this behavior? Were they given hall passes? Were they given regular hall passes to excuse them from school? What about, the student in question that was, engaging in a sex act? Where was he supposed to be at the time that this was happening? So there are levels of oversight that clearly were missed here. I like to say it always falls back on training and finding the gold standard.
That was the wrong question to ask. Where were you supposed to be at?
Of how you monitor people. I don't know enough about in this particular.
Why weren't you there? Motherfucker, I was fucking.
For instance, if this female teacher had done this before, had ever had accusations made before, but if so, right, memorializing those and, I think acting quickly on reports of something being off from another teacher and sort of investigating that in the right way, usually kind of spills out into terminating the teacher before something like this happens.
But for the victim in this case, he could have more hurdles to overcome.
Ain't no victim in this case.
Later on.
But, statistically and scientifically, right, we have more developed brains. That's why there is an age of consent.
We got 2 suspects. One just got away with it. One knows the loophole. One is still at the loophole age. You know what I'm saying? 2 suspects, they fucked at school. That's against the rules, man. You can't be doing that. Nobody. Students can't do it. Faculty can't do it. Faculty with students can't do it. Can't nobody do it. Parents can't come up there and do it. Outsiders can't come up there. You can't do it. It's against the rules. So shit, they both need to be reprimanded. The fuck?
These things weren't just developed by the legislator to curtail people's behavior. It was based on something.
And I say the same thing if it was flipped. If it was a male teacher and a female student, both of them needs to be reprimanded if they both willingly took part. If they both willingly, keyword, willingly took part.
I think that in my practice, I've seen it where it's taken people quite some time. And if you look at the national movement of extending the statute of limitations for civil lawsuits and criminal recourse, it's accounting for that delayed disclosure. It's accounting for that child coming to grips with what happened, putting it in context, realizing that that sexual relationship, right, had an impact on their ability to focus, their ability to work, to learn, to have other relationships, depression, anxiety, sometimes post-traumatic stress, all get roped into this. And of course, a myriad of other mental health issues, but those are the big ones. They then spin off to different things that people use for Band-Aids to try to deal with it. So early intervention for a child when they are in this situation is extremely important. It ends up teaching that child how to cope, right? It doesn't cure the situation, but it gives that child some sort of, framework for how they kind of get through the triggers that will come. And it's no different for a male or a female.
Jail records reveal Haley Clifton Carmack is still behind bars.
All right, Nappy. Let me see that fat nappy. Okay, let me stop.
Comal County Jail in Texas, where she awaits extradition back to Missouri. Her bond has been set at $250,000.
Sheesh.
Meanwhile, court records reveal the teen's father, who is still behind bars, had his bond set at $50,000. He was arraigned in court on January 8th and is slated to appear in court again on February 5th. Reporting for Law and Crime, I'm Elizabeth Milner.
You can tell she was reading that teleprompter. Her eyes was doing this. I nappy.
Sheldon, little bootleg ass.
Yeah, man. Sheesh, man. They giving it up like that in them schools? Damn. They wasn't doing that when I was going to school. We didn't have too many good looking teachers though. We had a couple. We had like, I can count on one hand. We had a few of them. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, let me know how you feel about this in the comment section below. If you vibed all the way out to the end, I really do appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, I'm SheldonVybez. I'm gonna need y'all to be cool like the other side of the pillow. Stay light, on your toes, like you suppose. Oh yeah, no.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.